Bonjour, hello, welcome to Max Mountain World with a dog in the background. Today a bit of a dilemma. I have a situation with the Saxo. In 2 days time it's got to go in for its test, a 2-yearly test, as in once every 2 years, not twice a year. 2-yearly test, which happens in France. So far it had one just before I bought it in 2016, January. Then I had another one, went through no problem, and another one, went through no problem. This is the third one I'm putting it through. So hopefully all is okay, and I've returned it back to a normal car sort of thing. I'll do a quick whistle round, and then I'll explain what I'm doing today with the Jaguar. As well as a spring clean in the global headquarters, I've actually done a full valet of the Jaguar a few days ago, and then another one yesterday, and got the Saxo ready, checked all the fluids and things like that. She's looking absolutely great. Inside, no radio. I took the radio out. I took the mag mount off, and in the reflection you cannot see, you would never know that a mag mount has been on that roof. I'm using this ceramic polish on the cars, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's a pity that you can't actually feel it on the video. It just feels lovely as well as looks lovely. So everything done here in the boot. Don't know if it's too dark or not. Little box of essentials, chains, jack and all the rest of it, spider thing for the wheels or whatever, and the rest is empty, all hoovered out and cleaned. So I'll just explain. In the intro there I showed 2 fuel gauges. The first one was the Saxo, which is full up, and the second one the Jag, which is about 2/3. Now usually in my life up here in the mountain, with it being a good distance away from fuel, from whatever, I tend to try and keep the vehicles as full as possible with fuel. Now at the moment, the reason why I've got the Saxo full is last time I was down there, booked it in for its test. It's due its test like the British MOT, and it's due that on Thursday. Well, it's due that after Thursday, but I've booked it in for Thursday. So I was down there, thought I'd get some fuel down to my usual garage, the cheapest one about. No fuel. Oh dear. Right, so went to another one, another major one, supermarket associated, no fuel. So what I did was I went up to the back of the town, and a little fuel station up there, and I managed to get filled up, right up to the filler. And the pricing of it all, at one point during the recent crises, financial global crisis, whatever you want to call it, prices went up to about $2.45, something like that, per litre for the good juice. Everything we're speaking about is the 98 octane, the good juice, which is what I put in my cars. And it dropped back down. I did a video recently and it showed that the price had gone down to about $2.54 or something, which was almost €1 a litre less. Now when I went down that last time with the Saxo, I went on the phone and checked and see what prices were in local stations and whatnot. That was in my hunt to actually find somewhere I could get something. The prices that were in the 2 garages that were showing as working but they were empty, was they hadn't modified their prices. Now this little garage up the back, I usually find it's about 10 cents a litre more than the big stations at the supermarkets. Not too bad. When I went up there it was still that price. Having gone back down afterwards on the internet, it's showing that instead of 154 as before, or 166 or something that I filled up with, prices were showing on the internet at 180 something, 191, 192. So anyway, I could do with a bit of fuel for the Jag, but it's not too important if I don't get it. I've got to go down to Umbra and do a couple of urgent things. So I'll have a wee look around. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful time of year. So a bit of that stuff too. It's a beautiful day here today. A few wispy clouds about over the tops of some of the mountains. But in general, just a beautiful day. The colours here of autumn, just astonishing. You can see ahead on the mountain ahead, the oranges and stuff. Trees are turning, they're everywhere, and it's just absolutely beautiful. lot of works going on, and this big mound of earth that they cleared from the main station for the building project down there, they're starting to eat back into it again, which means muddy roads when it's been wet and when it's been dry for a long period of time, dusty roads. Yeah, you can see the state of the road, not that great, but works have to continue. A couple of views on the way down the road. Sorry about the lighting here, very difficult with the sun at the level it's at. It's about to go dark as I head off in the other direction. Anyway, I'll skip the next bit. I'll go down to Embrun, get my couple of things that I'm needing done, and let's go and see what the situation is with the fuel. So just on the way down to Embrun, I'll just explain, the French refineries are not producing the full amount. I did read that they were on 60% or something of their maximum production. Also, there's unions, I think they called it CGT or something, they do the deliveries and the whole delivery network, and they're on strike. So a lot of fuel stations and stuff are all over France. They've got a problem, they're empty. And the last time I was there, they actually had one pump laid aside that was marked off, but they were keeping it for the emergency services. There was about 4 of the pompiers, the French emergency people, showed up, vehicles showed up, and they peeled off the things that held the gun in place, and they filled them up. And yeah, so they're keeping fuel back for thems that needs it really. So we've got some comparisons on the left here. Intermarché supermarket, the good juice is 164.9. Whether it's open or not, I don't know. I'll go and find out. And then we've got a little garage here with one of the fuel suppliers, Total Energies. They're kind of fuzzy, 162, but it's closed. It's at the side of the main road and it's closed. So you have to spin round the block to get to this one, into the industrial estate, and yeah, there's stuff happening here. So this is the Intermarché. Bit of a queue, but it seems to be working. Take a spin round, have a wee looky. So we're going to have a look at the Subaru supermarket filling station. The one I normally use is normally the cheapest. This was closed last week when I was down here. I don't know if they've modified prices or whatever. It's just down here on the left. Let this guy in the camper van do his manoeuvre. Italians. No prices quoted. And doesn't look good. So spin around here. And it's marked Rupture Total. So just arriving into the town of Embrun, our little town down the mountain, and the other little the little gas station up here where I managed to get fuel for the Saxo last time here. I don't know what the story is with this. It's usually a wee bit more expensive, but it was open. Looks like it could be. Let's go and check it out. No, it's all taped up. The only one that is working is the diesel pump. So if you've got a diesel car, you're okay. You got a petrol car, you're not. But not to worry. I still got half a tank in this, still got almost a full tank in the Saxo. So just need to make less trips until the situation's resolved. And yeah, that's it. So go and get my stuff that I'm needing. Alright, so fuel mission not successful. The other odds and ends, no problem. But I'm going to have to stick around a bit, so I might treat myself to McDonald's or something, because I've just gone into lunchtime at one of the suppliers, so I need to wait till 2 o'clock. It's now just coming up for 1. So that's it for today. Just a look around, the autumn colours, the fuel situation, and the cars and stuff. Next visit will be to 2 days' time to do the test for the Saxo. Hopefully it's going to go well again. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks very much for watching. Keep subscribing, and until the next video, ciao. Okay, sandwich and radio on the beach. Nobody's here. Colours, sunshine, beautiful day, just a light breeze. Radio's getting active. 2 other vehicles here. I call it the beach. This is actually the lake. The lake normally fills up to almost the trees there. But again, the colours of autumn. Beautiful blue colour on the sea and the lake.